This is the plaintiff, Shane Alberson. He says he hired the defendant to develop and build a website for his packaged gourmet food business, and the guy just fell off the face of the earth. Bottom line, the slackjaw has been paid, didn't finish the job, and now he wants his $3,000 returned. This is the defendant, Jerome Mitchell. He says everything started off fine, but then he had to wait 2.5 months for the plaintiff to give him the products he wanted to sell, and everything came to a standstill. He did build as much of the website as he could. The plaintiff is using it. He deserves to keep the money and hopes the judge agrees. He's accused of vanishing into thin air.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Shane Alberson.
Yes, ma'am.
You are your company Gourmet Advantage Incorporated is suing Jerome Mitchell for $3,000 in money that you paid him for a website that you say you can't use, as well as lost revenues as a result of not being able to use the website. Okay, Mr. Alberson, how is it that you and Mr. Mitchell know each other?
I had employed Jerome prior as a contractor, a subcontractor, selling packaged frozen meats.
Okay, what is your business?
We sell and deliver packaged gourmet frozen foods.
Okay, so do you actually knock on people's doors?
We do,
or?
yes, ma'am.
All right,
yes,
and how long was he working for you?
Without knowing exactly, I don't...
More or less.
A couple
a year?
months.
5
No, ma'am,
okay.
a couple months.
Couple months. And it didn't work out?
Not quite, no, ma'am.
Okay, and then what happens?
After a short lapse, Jerome and I had parted ways, but I had called him to see how he was doing. He had gone back to doing what he had done prior, working with computers and developing websites and whatnot. I told him that I was actually in the market. I had started pricing things if he'd like to come and sit down and talk with me about it. I actually, went so far as to hire him.
Because you were in the market for creating a website to sell the frozen meat?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what's the name of the company? The Gourmet Advantage?
Gourmet Advantage, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so go ahead.
We agreed upon a fee.
What was the fee?
Well, total it was $540, but it was a third of a payment, 183 times, which would be $540.
Okay. That's pretty cheap, isn't it, for a website?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So did you have in writing exactly what it was he would create?
No, ma'am. It was a verbal agreement between us. It was based on a shopping cart format where people could go onto the website and actually item list what the things that they wanted, check mark the items, and proceed to checkout, pay for them, and then the items be delivered. And there being a customer service email as well. Okay.
So what ends up happening?
Well, it never went gangbusters to get it done. It's just it seemed to be pretty slow going. However, I'm not the judge of how quickly it would be done because I'm not a computer specialist. That's why I actually asked somebody.
Well, how long does it take to create a website?
It depends on the factors, depends on what you want, but it could take a few months, especially
Why a few months? Why does it take so long?
Well, I'm one person doing it. I go to school.
But is it the graphics that like the creative part?
That's the thing. There's graphics. You
like
have
if
to.
you weren't, if this was your day job, how long would it take to do? I mean, in other words, if you weren't busy, I'm asking how long the job takes, not how long you take to do it. How long does the job take?
Well, if I
if you were just, how long does the job take? Yeah.
I'd say possibly it could take, maybe a couple of weeks to a month, I'd say.
All right. So, but it didn't take a month. It took, according to you, 6 months. Or more, because it's not done, yes, according to you. All right, how long do you say this took you?
About the same amount of time he's saying it take me. It took about 5 to 6 months.
Okay. And so now, what is wrong with the site now? What's still undone?
Currently.
Because the emails end, I've read the emails, and the emails end in January.
Yes,
and the emails, frankly, are apologetic from you.
Yeah,
saying, sorry, blah, blah, blah.
Absolutely.
All right, so now, like according to him in one of the emails in January, we're done. But you're saying we're still not done. What's it? You know what? Can I have my laptop? That'd be awesome. All right, go ahead.
Thank you for that, Your Honor.
Okay.
Because I had no way of accurately depicting some of the problems that the site's got.
Don't you have a laptop?
I do, but I didn't know that I could bring it. I apologize.
Oh, okay. All right. I have a laptop.
I have the same laptop you have.
Oh, it's an Apple.
If you actually go to the site, it's pretty self-explanatory.
What's the website?
thegourmetadvantage.com.
Okay. Okay. Looks pretty good. You want to come over here and tell me what's wrong with it?
Well, no, I can tell you. When you click on all of the links, when you click on the beef link, it comes up as beef.
I got beef, seafood, chicken, pork, fully cooked entrees. That's my
Yes,
department. Go ahead.
And when you click on all of the links and you come down, they all have drop-down menus. If you click on any one of them, like beef as an example, it goes to the format of there's a 6-pack of beef assortment, and you can add to it to the shopping cart.
Right.
If you go ahead and click add to it to the shopping cart,
Right.
and then you go proceed to checkout, it completely goes into a cyberspace. You can't actually order.
Please select if you are a New York resident before continuing. Why? New York gets charged more?
The reason it asks if you're a New York resident is because if you're a New York resident, it charges sales tax.
Well, I'm a Florida resident.
And
so.
there is no sales tax on food in the state of New York.
You're saying that that was incorrect to have put a spot there?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. And then here we go. We've got the shipping information. Thank you for your order. Now, what's the problem? Because there really wasn't a problem. I put in a fake number.
It appears as if you've placed an order.
Right.
Yet, when I go to my front end,
Right.
there's no way to retrieve that order out of there.
Okay. Now you're him. How does he retrieve that order?
You enter a link,
Right.
and it downloads a CSV file, which is a basic spreadsheet file.
Right.
And in a spreadsheet software, like Excel or
So
any other
give me
spreadsheet
the link.
software.
If I put the link, I'm going to see my order and whoever else placed orders, right?
Yes.
Did he tell you that?
I'm sorry?
This link here?
That link there.
He emailed me with the link when I couldn't use it.
And it didn't work.
function.
Just a second. And it
And
didn't work or it did work?
It didn't function.
Okay, so, but you're telling me, oh, Judge, this is a functioning website. No worries. You just put in this link and it'll work, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I just put in that link in my computer, and it's going to give me a list of the people who ordered, including me. Ah! Okay, come over here, baby. What's this?
Go to that corner right over there, sir.
What's that? Is that what you saw?
I don't know what you're
No,
looking
see,
at.
this
Your Honor.
is, you're looking at it inside the web browser. That's not what you're supposed to do. You
Okay.
look at it inside.
So what do you do instead?
It's, Microsoft
In fact,
Excel.
you know what? You do it.
Do you
whatever
have Microsoft
you do.
Excel? I don't know how to
I
use
don't have
Mac,
no
so I'm not
Microsoft Excel.
Well, that's what
it's
you
a
have
Mac.
to have.
All right. So
No.
Oh,
Microsoft.
You know,
the
I got a
Microsoft-
better idea. I'm gonna take a recess. I'm gonna get a cappuccino, and you're gonna do it. Go ahead. Go.
I need a spreadsheet software.
Okay. Let me see if we can figure it out with a different computer here.
All right.
Okay.
All rise.
Does gourmet frozen food sound appealing? What do you think?
Not at all. I mean, gourmet frozen food, really? Is that some kind of joke?
It isn't to me. I mean, I got to tell you, for me, it sounds like if you have all the right ingredients and you freeze it, what's the problem with that?
Never going to taste the same as fresh, that's for sure.
But is it going to be better than the junk that is often in the frozen food department?
Probably not.
Really? You think that food all dumbs down even if it doesn't matter what the ingredients are?
It means like every fast food joint I've gone to, you freeze something, you put it in the freezer, it tastes all right later on, but if it's nice food, it tastes bad after if it's a leftover.
Okay, fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
What's your computer at home?
An Apple.
Okay. Your complaint is that you can't get to the list of people who've ordered something, which is, of course, the only reason you have the website up, is so that you can make those sales. And so your complaint is that you can't get the list of people who order off the internet.
Well, to clarify, that's not my only complaint.
Well, I don't know what else could be worse than that, but go ahead.
I mean, in addition to,
In addition to,
there's no email links. There's no directive to collecting emails.
have you ever tried doing all this stuff off a PC and not a Mac?
Yes, I have.
And what happens?
I get gibberish.
Really?
See,
Because I
part
did it off a PC and I got the list of people who have ordered, which is
Okay.
really me.
Okay.
All it is that there's a website. You put it in the address bar, and it gives you the list of people who have ordered. It's that simple. The problem is that it will do that if you have Excel, which is a Word way of doing it. And I don't know if there's a way to do it in numbers, which is the Mac way. You're going to have to talk to an Apple expert on that. But the question becomes, is that kind of technical expertise, which, by the way, took me the recess to figure out, and I don't know what I'm doing with computers, but if I can do it, then you can do it. So the New York thing, talk to me about the New York thing. Whose idea was it to put in New York tax? Because that's a problem, you're saying.
It is a problem.
You want that out.
I definitely want
Get that out. Okay?
Not a problem.
Go home and don't take 6 months to get that out. You've got 72 hours, 3 days to get that out. All right? So figure out a way to make the time to get it out. Now, I find that you got your money's worth. Let's start with that. Okay? It also works. Let's end with that. The one thing I haven't been able to test, but I got a sneaking suspicion that it's going to work on a PC, is the email.
He has to set up the emails himself. He goes through drivers so fast. How am I supposed to know his drivers?
On the website, what it has is test.
Exactly.
Tom Tester.
Who's Tom Tester?
Ask Jerome.
That's what
Dude,
I created.
you got to set up the email account and supply. You got to give him the information. Look, a website is a living, breathing thing. As stuff happens, as you're building the website, you as the businessman might say, you know what? I want to link to this. I want to link to that. And then you develop it, and then you give your webmaster, look, here's going to be the email for customer service. If you haven't set up the email for customer service, then who the heck? Whose emails are going to put in there?
Customer service is set up with the drivers on.
Oh, for the love of God. Set up the emails, and if you don't want to talk to him, don't set up the emails. I don't care what you do. The only question for him is, did he breach a contract? And I find that he didn't. Okay? That's my verdict.
Hold on right there.
Well, no breach of contract here, so the defendant has won this verdict. What do you think of this outcome here, coming out on the short side of it?
I have no comment, I guess.
No comment. Well, what are you going to do with the business now? Are you ready to go ahead and really make this business happen? Thoroughly. Well, then how come you waited so long to get it going? Why didn't you do what the judge did during the recess and figure it out?
Because I'm not as computer savvy as she is.
All right, head right down that way. All right, come on in here. Okay. What was it like working with this dude? Stay right next to him over there.
Running around, knocking on doors, asking people if they like great meat. Kind of wasn't for me. I like the guy. He's not bad, but unfortunately, you know, when he wanted to do something and he wanted to go, he was all ready to do it. But
is he a go-getter and a real
He is when
doer?
he wants to be, you know. But when you take 5 months to send me the products you want to sell on your website, and then when you actually send me that,
So you're going to fix this thing up and get him going?
all he needs is the tax thing
That
fixed.
email address?
And the email address he has to set up. He didn't give me an email.
All right. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, when you hire somebody to do a technical job, even if you don't know the technicalities of the job, you should put in the contract what the goals are, and you should put those goals against a timeline. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.